Yahoo! Theros. Here we go. Hello and good luck to Estrada, who is playing first. Fortunately, we got a mulligan here. Man, what a bum hand. This is much better. Rule spell, Arena Athlete, plus the ability to possibly strike a heroic issue down. Ooh, Swamp, okay. Ooh, another Lightning Strike. That will be very good. Interesting. Okay, don't care too much about it. Well, we have our removal on. So, there you go. Now I just need to get my beats on. That'll be good. Okay, second for 2. That's fine. Start trading off here. Don't think I care about this 2-2. Don't think. I'd rather try to lightning strike my opponent in another way. My opponent doesn't seem to be doing it. Wow! This is what I was worried about. I really wanted to always be playing mountains. But whatever. Hippocamp? Go ahead. Hippocamp! Oh no, Hero's Downfall. That's really interesting. Yeah, if that's what you want to be killing, I guess I'm okay with that. That is fascinating. Well, I do think I'm going to be lightning striking the steed now that I don't have another creature online. And with my luck, I'll draw one of my double red creatures. I guess I only have one double red creature, but exactly. That will be what's so lucky about it. Since I don't have any creature follow-up, just a bunch of removal, might as well just kill the stupid steed. What is my opponent thinking so furiously about? Oh, that guy. Okay, well, he gets the Eidolon either way. So that's fine. Let him go to attacks. I'm going to save my shiny Lightning Strike. That is awesome. Of course I drew it. Of course. Would have been a sick draw if I had a mountain. This really is my only double red, right? Am I crazy? Am I forgetting this somehow? I honestly don't know. Life. The wall. That's okay. Ooh, it gets the Hero's Downfall back. That's not okay. Oh well. My opponent doesn't have pressure on me, so that's fine. Ugh. What a waste of life right now. Maybe this Eidolon's gonna kill me. Stupid spirit. Ping me away after 14 turns. Oh my gosh. Well, how is this a swamp right now? Well, there's probably a counterspell, but I mean, the War Caller is gonna die. Like, I have to get killed at some point. At least now I can do it. You know, at a point where my opponent has a lot of pressure on me, so it doesn't really matter. There you go. So I got the Hero's Downfall, as expected. Take a point of damage. There you go. Hey, that's another card. Run it out. I don't have anything else to do. Counterspell? Yay! Not a counterspell. That's cool. I see what you're doing. This Aeon is gonna kill me. It really is. Ouch. I'm probably gonna end up lightning striking this little dude. At least I drew a creature. So I'm curious, is my opponent gonna keep battling in? I assume my opponent's just gonna want to do the trade here. And I'm probably gonna lightning strike the Eidolon because I do have the Rage of Porphyros back up. And, oh no. Well, in that case then, I'm fine with, just taking 1 point of damage. May not be awesome because I might want to be using my mana here, but I'm probably going to do a Rage against the Mnemonic Wall, then attack in for 3, and, you know, I start winning that race a little bit. Ooh, there's another Eidolon. Yeah, let's just go ahead and kill the Eidolon here. It sucks, but I need to be swinging this race in my favor at some point. I'm sure my opponent's happy that, you know, I just wasted an Eidolon on that. Do that. So attack in for 3. Also scry. See what I get next turn. I don't need a mountain. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and bash in. This is not where I want to be with my deck, by the way, in turn 11. Definitely not where I want to be. But my opponent's now held back, so that's cool. Coordinated Assault is nice. Let's see, if we get a double block on 3-4, I can take out pretty much whichever one I want. Yeah, so we're going to just keep the pressure on. Yep, that's okay. I could waste my Titan Strength to kill the wall as well, but I really just want to get rid of the Death Touch guy. Okay. Opponent wants to get the race on. It's understandable. Yeah. I could go ahead and, oh, I'm definitely doing that now. I was going to say, I could do the Cutthroat maneuver here. I'm definitely doing it because that keeps my guy alive and I gain a bunch more life. The Harpy! It's a Harpy. Attack in with the Skull Cleaver and the Emissary. Not bueno things. Taken just with Emissary. 3, 4. You can block with both these guys. Am I comfortable just waiting? I kind of do just want to scry anyway. If that's the case, I get 2 from myself though if I attack in with a Skull Cleaver. Yeah, I think I have to just be patient, which sucks. This deck does not want to be patient. But maybe my opponent gets greedy and attack. Yeah, cool. Awesome. That'll allow us to have another attack. Or get in with the emissary then. Cool. Assume just do a double block. Wow. Just drawing a bunch of lands. Still gonna attack me? No. Yay! Not that that's gonna do a whole lot. I'll attack him with both. I'm worried about what my opponent could be drawing at this point, but I really just need to keep putting pressure on. Alright. I assume there's a trick here? Has to be a trick. Yes. +2/+2 to the turn, and then you lose 2 life. So losing 2 life. Yes. But it gets to regen and then kill me. Yep. Oh, I should have played a mountain. Now that I have a Mana Sink with a Death Accelerator, I want to be able to play what I draw and regenerate it, since I'm attacking each turn. I really just want to not draw lands. That is my game plan. Yay! Okay. Luckily I have just enough. I think we just kill the harpy. I think? Is that right? Or do I kill the wall? Killing the wall. Gosh. Stop it with all these lands. I assume my opponent just trades here, goes down to 1. And there we go. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have killed the wall. I should have killed the harpy, because I killed the harpy, attacking for 2. My opponent does go down to 1, but then all my opponent... Basically, yeah, my opponent has the wall, but I also get to keep my Minotaur, which would have been much better. And there's our aggressive dudes. So those walls are definitely going to be a bummer. Do I feel like I can swarm my opponent, though? I'm not too sure. Do I want to pull out a like my magma jet and instead have my sip of hemlock to deal with the wall? Because I only have those 2 rages to deal with the wall, plus of course, like, you know, some bigger dudes and my tricks that I had. But the opponent's playing both those walls. It's going to slow me down incredibly. And the lightning strikes don't try to deal with it, but they kind of do. It slows me down, I attack, it takes some damage, and then I lightning strike them again. And yeah, I think that versatility lightning strikes is better than the sip of hemlock. Oh, Dark Betrayal. Dude, need you. For sure. So you're coming in. Over what then? Oof. Don't want to get rid of a creature. I don't think I can. I think we pull out Magma Jet. I think that's the weakest, because my Scry 2, though, is good. I think being able to do 3 is going to be more important. Is that accurate? Do I really believe that? Yes. Yes, I do. The more power, the better in this regard. Yep. Alright. Not a mulligan. Cool beans. Need a land on the top of my deck in the next 2 turns, and then life will be quite peachy. That's right, I use the word peachy. The Harvey. Let's go land. Land! Lightning Strike kind of gets us there. Thing is, the Heartbeat just trades for it. I can offer a 2 for 2, which is exactly what the Lightning Strike's gonna do anyway. Or I can attack in and see if my opponent, you know, is tempted to do a double block against a trick. I think more than likely my opponent will just singularly block. Or just take the damage, which is good for me as well. I'm sure I'm going to be lightning striking this turn. I have so much gas in my hand that like I just need to kill whatever my opponent's doing here. And then I really need a land. I think my deck can function pretty well with not a whole lot of land. So this will be good if I just draw one more, because I'll have a lot to do in the next few turns. That is awesome. That's what my opponent's doing. Do I care about the flyer as much as I care about the blocker? No, I think I care way more about the 3/3, so we're going to kill it. Ooh, okay. But I can't pay 1. Being stuck on lands is kind of good that the Hope happens now. I mean, I'm not excited to be taking 5 points of damage, but I'm going to be tapping out for every time I draw a land in the very near future. And drawing a land, getting these Skull Cleavers online, and then following up with the Fanatic later is going to be quite good as well. But we're still stuck without lands. Might be able to turn the race around. Skull Cleavers the next couple turns on my first land drop, and then Coordinate Assault to take 2 blockers out will be good. But my opponent is correctly just taking advantage of my screw right now. And it's going to be hard to bounce back from that. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Ugh. Well, I do think that I have to keep the Titan strength back for a block. I can't be taking more damage. Which sucks. It's a 2 for 1. But hey, it'll scry me, right? Help me draw a land afterwards. I might even just have to use it just to scry so I can hit my land drop. Oy, that's lame. Oof, that is brutal. I have no way to deal with that. Is there a way for me to kill this? Pretty much no, right? Yeah. Alright. Conceding. That was a bummer. Hey look, a land. Seven. I'm still okay having just 7 swamps for, even though I have this extra Dark Betrayal online. Let's just go ahead and draw lands this game. That is my strategy for winning. Do you want to play first? Hell yeah, I want to play first. Yes, please. Oh my gosh, I don't have to mulligan. This is insane. This just is just everything I ever dreamed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I drew a swamp, I wouldn't be the end of the world. I don't have anything to trigger the heroic yet, so it's not a big issue. Cool. Let's start the beats. Probably gonna have the 3/3 wall, right? Yep, you got the 3/3 wall. There it is. Trick! Combat trick! That's not a combat trick. So, do I throw away my Deathbellow Raider to get the Minotaur Skullcleaver online? It will also get 4 points of damage through. Yeah, it sucks, but my opponent has a way to blink it, so that's just what happened. If my opponent didn't have it, I think it would have been an okay play, but yeah. It might have been something to sideboard both those out, since I know my opponent had the 3/3 phalanx, but oh well. Ooh, that's a good card. Target creature opponent controls attacks this turn of Fable. That's gonna get me. And it gets the only one. Boom. Would I have the Ill-Tempered Cyclops? Or would I rather have the Agent of Fates? Because if I draw a target for it, my opponent could consider they have both creatures attack, eat one. Probably just gonna eat the Minotaur, or the Minotaur Skullcleaver anyway. Yeah, well, we're gonna maximize the mana. No matter what. Could hold back the show. That's good for me. Oof. Well, I'm going to show the lands and then take a gamble. Because, yeah. And then hopefully, I reveal how many? 1, 2. Oh, I have to reveal all cards, right? Yeah. Forgot, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that is a bummer. Time to die. I need a removal spell. I have a lot of those. That's not it. I don't need this other swamp now. That's for sure. Do I attack you with my Ill-Tempered Cyclops? My opponent can just kill it next turn. So do I just offer the trade now? Yeah, I think I do. Because my opponent's pretty much guaranteed to do that now. Offer the trade. Oh, thank goodness. Because I'll be able to Monstrosity next turn, which means it will survive. I guess I should have 6. Because my opponent does have a swamp in hand. But you never know who actually pays attention and actually keeps track. Maybe my opponent has already forgotten the swamp. Kind of. Maybe not. For all I know, I'm playing like Samuel Estrada, who is, you know, absolutely insane and a great player, so I don't really want to doubt my opponent. What you gonna do, opponent? What you gonna do? Attack in? Not attack in. Okay. Let's see if my opponent makes somebody attack. No. Oh, I'm attacking with that guy, that's for sure. All I can do is Monstrosity anyway. Do I want to have the big butts, dude? The Titan tactics? That would be a bummer. Still think my guy stays alive, though. Adios, little boy. I didn't think of that interaction, but that's a sweet interaction, you gotta admit. If I had thought of that, it would have been much better to have Monstrosity, my ill-tempered Cyclops first, and then not to get there. But that's part of the whole learn the format, learn the cards in this early draft set right now being gotten. I mean, now I can't imagine my opponent's back up to 11. My Skull Cleavers just get eaten by the return Phalanx this turn because my opponent can make both of them attack and then make them just 1/1s, and then the Phalanx just kills it. But I shall not give up. Well, my opponent did not make me. Counterspell? Please no counterspell. Yay, no counterspell. I will make this monstrosity happen, since I don't have any cards in hand. It'd be nice to get rid of some of my opponent's cards in hand and get rid of some lands, so my opponent's a little less likely to make big things happen. Ooh, big old giant. Doesn't entirely help me too much. But I guess that's what my opponent's trying to do. My opponent's not trying to help me. Am I attacking? It becomes a 7/8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And then it dies to things. What would I rather have? Do I want to force my opponent to do some crazy blocks? I'm definitely monstrosity and getting rid of lands. That's fine by me. That does allow my opponent to kind of like catch up a bit. Yeah, so I'm not attacking. I'm going to be so surprised if I can get through this. Oh, no, I can't. I am on defense, which is where I do not want to be at all. Oh, that sort of helps, right? If I'm able to attack in for 8 first strike. 5, 6. Problem is, excuse me, the Coordinate Assault also probably just ekes the Baleful Eidolon, right? I think I'm a little bit more comfortable just waiting, holding on to it. Yeah. Could be an argument to be made if I were to get it out of the way so I can keep attacking, but I just don't see... I mean, all my opponent's going to do is put the Eidolon in front one time. Alright. Pinging me away. It's kind of okay, because it means my opponent's not minusing me, though it can still... The Siren can still make one of my creatures attack. Okay. Interesting. So I could play the arena athlete and coordinated assault. Now, if I were to do that, I'm going to have the 8/8 first striker. If it's first struck, nothing's going to be blocked, right? But is that a good thing? Because then just next turn. Yeah, I think what I want to do is actually force. I want to use the coordinated assault to hopefully get my opponent. Here's going to be a death touch block. So at least I got to stay alive a little bit, even though it's not awesome. Play this guy. My opponent can kill it, but if I draw a target spell, even just for one turn, it'll allow me to do the giant. Which makes me think maybe I should have kept it back for when I do actually draw the target spell. Yeah, that's probably better. Bummer. Because any of the target type spells are so cheap anyway that it would have been fine to keep this in hand. So that's another misplay. Well, I guess the other one was like I didn't see the curse combo in ahead of time. Kind of a misplay. Kind of me just not being that awesome pro level stats. Ouch. Well, at least my opponent's not wanting to shrink my arena athlete. Definitely could force me to attack. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cast my maneuver to keep the return phalanx from... No. Keep the giant from being able to block, and then attack in with both of these guys, right? Yes. And gain a bunch of life in the process. Okay, get out of the way. Oh, hexproof. Well, now that is just silly, isn't it? Isn't that just silly? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm dumb. Well, I generally do not want that disciple to block and just chump block the Ember Swallower. So I will still just gain a bunch of life. Eight. So these guys can block, right? My opponent can go ahead and do a chump and not take 8 damage. 8. Then it needs 3 more damage, right? Or I can just eat 2 dudes. 8, 9, 10. But then go down to 1. We're just going to attack with everybody. Yes, I assume my opponent will use the giant to eat the arena athlete. And then my opponent will probably eat the other Minotaur, but then again, down to 1. Puts me in the best spot possible. Especially with all my burn spells. And then I'll have a whole lot of maneuverability after that to having the best chance for top decking, I think. But I'm kind of due for a land off the top, as I jinx myself. Pretty much it's my turn, right? Well, my opponent hasn't been drawing lands either. Yeah, there's a land. Let's see if my opponent wants to make me attack. Nope. Cool. I'm playing it. I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. My deck does not have high casting cost stuff. I should just keep my cards in hand. Good news is I have a whole lot of time before I need to necessarily worry about getting killed because I'm at 27 life. And I have 3 lightning strikes in my deck. Right? I haven't used one yet. Arena Athlete, Death Bellow, Raider. Okay. My Swallower's gonna get killed. And we have a Lightning Strike. Let's just see what happens. I think we got there, though. I don't mean to slow roll anything, but I'm trying to think what in 2 black... Oh, nothing. There's, like, no way. I just don't know the format, but yeah. What would my opponent do here? I assume the giant and, like, the phalanx, because, yeah. That was the top deck. There we go. GG's. Barely made it. Woo. Let's get to round 2.